Hi everyone, Assure for Life give you a warm welcome to this conference created for you and also for all your family. Remember that we have different topics created for this conference, and today we're going to talk about the grief, and as specific we're going to talk about the grief during special dates, in this case in Christmas dates. And also, we create this space because we want to extend our knowledge about some things that maybe we can inform alone, or even we don't know how to inform some specific situations that could be difficult for us. And we provide some learning space in this YouTube channel. For that reason, we are glad when you left your suggestions, comments, or questions through our YouTube channel. For that reason, we would like to start this conference, Christmas Without You, with one specific phrase that we bring for you today. On the first celebration, one of those days without the loved one, we ache all over with every thought of celebration, and it's often very difficult to find comforting from celebration or celebration in this case. We have this phrase from Dr. Carrasquilla, and we bring this phrase for the beginning of this conference because we would like to talk about something that is normal and something that we have to take in account in these special holidays. It's normal that Christmas or the Christmas season is something where, or even one season when we have a lot of expectations. We have some feelings connected with this special season in the year, and we have some feelings connected with these special days. For that reason, we would like to talk about that some other normal feelings that we can have in these special days. Also, we can feel sad and we can feel a lot of painful during these dates when we have the part of one of our loved ones recently, or even 1 year or 2 years left. For that reason, we understand that it's a special season when sometimes we stop to celebrate and we have this thought or this mindset that we can celebrate anymore because we feel a lot of pain. Remember our loved one who departed since a few days or few months, and it's hard for us to remember those dates without them. For that reason, I would like to ask you for something that you remember or you have this record of that special person that now is not with you, and what kind of things you remember with a lot of happiness or with a lot of joy, and you would like to live again. And with that memory, we're going to start this conference. And also, and taking this remembering, try to look for the way to honor them, and also for have one special celebration in honor them. We're going to start to talk about how we're going to complete the traditions in this season, because sometimes we stop with the traditions because it's hard for us to connect with the family and also connect with the traditions that we have in this Christmas season. And sometimes we have to remember some situations that are a lot of joy and happiness, and try to accept the pain that this will have, and also the situation will be connected with our departed loved ones. For that reason, we have to understand that this is a season when we can be sad, but sometimes we can also understand that it's normal to feel sad or have deep emotions or feel empty or angry or guilt. But for that reason, we can stop for, or even stop to doing these traditions that we always, every year, can do and complete with our families. For that reason, it's important to, in a healthy way, complete the traditions. And for that reason, we create this conference for give you the chance to create and accept these dates and this season with the best way in, and also the healthy way for you and also for all the families. Also, we would like to talk first of all about what is Christmas. And Christmas have meaning that also, before to talk about the Christmas, we would like to give you this quote, talking about what we're going to in front in these special days. We're going to have two mindsets during these special days. So this will be special holidays that will be great challenges for personal growth, because there are two main ways to deal with grief: growth or despair. So these special holidays we're going to confront with two different ways. We're going to grow as a family or as individuals, or we're going to despair and isolate because we can confront the pain of these special days. So taking in account that we have these both ways to confront these special dates, we're going to continue with the next slide, talking about the meaning of Christmas. And the meaning of the word Christmas comes from the Latin, and the word is nativite, and the nativity means birth of life for you, as you can see in this slide. And also the means that we're going to rebirth to the new life. That is the meaning of Christmas. Knowing that this is our religion's custom, we have to also understand that it's something that we can celebrate. It doesn't matter if we don't believe in these special religion topics. So it's something that we can celebrate as a global way. For that reason, it's important to understand the meaning of the Christmas, and also is the way that we can accept a new life, accept a new way to see the life. The word is birth for a life or a new life for you, and also is the way that we can accept this new opportunity or these new changes that will have your life in a good way and also in a grateful way. For that reason, we would like to talk about the meaning of Christmas and also introduce the two ways to celebrate and commemorate these dates for you and also for the family. The new way to see these dates is also to complete the cycle of the grieving process. Accept and commemorate our departed loved ones will be the way that we can complete the grieving process, and also when we can understand the meaning of the Christmas and also celebrate it with all the completed meaning that that will have for you and also for all our families together. Knowing this, we will have to understand that we will have this feeling to be between a celebration and a commemoration at the same way. And to have a celebration and also to have a commemoration is not to stop or feeling sad or to stop to feeling that you miss that departed loved one. You have to accept and also stop if you don't feel comfortable and if you feel sometimes some nostalgic feelings, you can accept that moment and do a stop. And if you would like to cry, stop and cry, better with your family or a support partner, because it's not only to stop your feeling, because many people reject the invitation to celebrate Christmas because they feel sad and they don't like to share that feelings with the family, because they don't want maybe the celebration of the party stops, or even have other way because they are sad or they are nostalgic. Is important to accept that feelings and share with the family, and at the moment support together and remember the departed loved one. For the reason we share this phrase, is necessary to build a tailor-made Christmas where we consider which we need to maintain customs to provide care and support to be family in the minds of grief, to live these dates in a more stable and meaningful way, together with the family that accompanies you and live and with you the pain of the lost. For the reason, celebrate together and commemorate together will be the way that we can support together as a family, and also not only in the happy situations, also in the most important, that will be the bad and sadness situation, be together and also support each other. Knowing this, we would like to talk of what it is commemoration, and for that reason we are between those ways, so celebrate this special date and at the same way commemorate our departed loved ones. And it's important to understand what kind of things we don't have to do, and we have to take care about the traditions, and also about we have to take the things that are important for us as a family. So experiencing the grief as a family will be important, because that is the way that we can take care of ourselves and also take care of the ones that will be our supporting during these special days. So that will be the moment where we can celebrate and also commemorate through the pain, through the sadness to our departed loved ones, and also have a lot of different ways to honor them at the same time. Knowing this, we would like to share with you what kind of things we should not do in these special days. Should not do will be these kind of activities that we can start to accept and also be part of our daily, because will be the moment when we can evoke celebration and happiness, but sometimes we can start a new attitude of isolation and a deep pain, and for us or also for our loved ones will be something that maybe support us as a family and also as partners that we can support in this situation. So try in the best way to don't do these kind of things in these special dates. One of these is refusing to share with others. Also stop to compare the way that I am feeling with the way that sometimes our sisters or our siblings maybe are feeling, because they can maybe see us a person that already accept the loss, and sometimes I can accept that the other person is feeling in another way that I am feeling. So it's important to accept to share with others. It doesn't matter if you still feeling sad or if you still feeling the pain of the loss. Isolate or run away. That is common because we don't like to feel again the pain and also to feel the loss. So it's important to accept when I am running away from these kind of situations, when I will remember my departed loved ones, and try to accept and see the way that I can accept that situation, and try to be in contact with the people, and don't take this attitude of go away and celebrate, or even just pass away these situations or these dates alone, just only with your pets, or when you will be alone in your home in these special days, because the feeling of pain and sadness will increase. And the main idea and for your health will be that this feeling decrease in the best way, and also in the healthy way. And in the best way will be with the support of your family and also of your friends. And breaking traditions is something common with the families that maybe can accept the loss, because will be an accident or will be a tragic loss. And in this kind of situation, remember the part of loved one will be something that they don't like to remember and also talk about it, because this kind of family reunion will be the way they start to talk again about the loss, and also about the pain of that loss. For that reason, they start to break the traditions, and that is something that we can start to do it, because the tradition is something that we can take as a legacy, not only for us that we are alive and also having this feeling, but it also will be the legacy for our children and also for the rest of the family. So it's something that we can have as something that we will remember, and also accept as a gift of the persons that can be with us at that moment that is special for us, like it is the Christmas dates. And the last one will be allowing pain to feel these days. It's important to accept the pain, and also try to don't avoid that feeling. And if you can support together, will be the best. As I already told you a few minutes before, it's important to support together, and also try to don't avoid these kind of feelings, because it's the way that we can support together and also accept the situation and see this new reality with the meaning of the Christmas, as I told you before, a new opportunity, a new way to see the life, a rebirth. Knowing this, we would like to understand that take these actions will be the ways that we can stop these stressing feelings of accept this new reality, and also will be something that maybe if we can start to do this kind of situation, like run away or breaking traditions, will be something that give a negative reaction during the grieving process, because it's like stop in the sadness feeling or in the pain feeling, and that will be something that stops and will be the way that we can start or even complete in a healthy way our grieving process. So try to don't do this. Try to don't do these things that I already told you about, the traditions and about the situations where we can accept that we're going to celebrate this special season without our loved ones, and try to change this attitude, connecting with the people that we have right now alive, and create a new way to celebrate this season. For that reason, we create a new way to celebrate this season, and giving you some tips to celebrate. So how we can make the holidays a healthier and more realistic experience for the family. We have one phrase to give you little introduction, to give you some tips to understand, and also to have a main idea and a clear idea of how we're going to from these special dates. Although there is not right or wrong way to live these days after the death of our loved ones, we can adjust the traditions to the experience of grief and perform activities to make these days more bearable while we heal our pain and allow peace and love to be reborn in our hearts. The reason we was talking about the Christmas and the meaning of the Christmas and bring this meaning to these new traditions that we're going to create, because we're going to also talk about the departed loved ones during these special days. So what we can do is overcome resistance to commemorating. It's important to accept that is also a special date to commemorate our departed loved ones. So it's important to stop this resistance and also start to talk about the departed loved ones and create a new way to honor them in these special dates. Plan activities and participation. If you are planning something special to celebrate, also plan as a family how we're going to celebrate and commemorate our departed loved ones. Take into account all the parts of the family, your fathers, your children, or your grandfathers, if they are still alive, and what kind of things they would like to remember, and also take into account for this new celebration in this new tradition. And the way that we're going to commemorate will be important, because it's the way that we're going to have the presence of our departed loved one during this special season. Keep up with the most important customs and traditions. It's important to have in account the meaningful situations that you remember with your departed loved ones. Sometimes, and if the persons who was the one who invites all the family and have this energy to invite all the family members to celebrate, it's something that we can recreate and also start to do it as a family. Sometimes that person is the only one who invites and united all the family, and we can complete that role, inviting all the family and celebrate this season as a tradition. If you don't celebrate, try to complete this tradition as something that you already do, and try to don't stop that tradition and remember them. Also, it's important to confront each other. Confront each other is, as I already told you, something that we have to do every time, because it's the way that we're going to understand that this is a shared feeling. As I already told you before, sometimes one of our family members will isolate of this celebration because they still feeling sad of the departed loved ones, or even they can complete it, the grieving process. Having this space with the family will be the moment they will be supporting for the others, and also have this new way to celebrate the traditions that you already have with the departed loved one, or even without the departed loved one. Share quiet times as a family. This is important because sometimes will be only a moment when we can talk about our departed loved ones. When we celebrate as a personal experience, when we celebrate Christmas in my house, what we can do is to commemorate to my grandpa, is to talk about him. In that moment, when we start to talk about my grandpa, we stop the music and we remember their stories, their experience, his values, and also things that are important for us as a family, things that are important for us, the grandchildren, and something that we remember of him. So before, we remember him with with tears and with sadness. But this year and the last year, we remember him with a lot of loves, with a lot of good memories, and with some photos. So it's the way that we can bring that presence and his legacy in a good way. For that reason, it's important to be around of our family and share that memories and that legacy that our departed loved ones gave to us. Build to your needs. That is something important that we have to understand as a family and as individuals, because it's a particular way to create for every person. So sometimes some people just share stories. Sometimes people just only play the music that the departed loved ones love. Sometimes they just celebrate religious ritual, and it's something just a little thing. But sometimes there's other families that celebrate and commemorate in a huge way. They bring some bands, or they bring photos or paintings about the departed loved ones, and give not only one day to celebrate and commemorate our departed loved ones. Just only one day will be not enough. It's just one day will be the way that we can bring a new way to see the life and also the death. So build that traditions and this commemoration through your needs. Remember, that is the way that we're going to create a new way to remember our departed loved ones, but especially in these Christmas dates or New Year. And knowing this, I would like to share you some tips and keeps to honor and commemorate our departed loved ones. It's necessary to build a tailor-made Christmas where we can consider that they will be maintaining in the time. So that will be the way that we're going to support as a family and complete the family grief. So providing some experience of union as a family will be the way that we're going to create a new meaning of this special season, and also the way that we're going to see the Christmas and New Year as joy and happiness dates, and not only as a way that I can see or live these special days. So I invite you to reflect about these dates and about the traditions, and also some activities that you would like to recreate and also do it again, commemorating your departed loved ones. Remember that the objective and the goal of these traditions and these also dates will be the support and also the care of the family together. That is the goal of these commemorations and situations and dates that we're going to celebrate as a family. One of the first kits that we can use as a way that we can commemorate our departed loved ones will be do it the way that you will like. So if you like to honor your departed loved ones in a huge way with a great party, so take into account your family and create something that you will like it and also that you will enjoy. But if you are agree as a family, just enjoy one date and do something simple but meaningful for you and for your family, do it. So do it as the way that you will like it and that you feel agree as a family to do it. But don't stop the tradition. The most important is do it. Do the honor and commemoration space. Remember them. Remember them is, as I already told you, with my personal experience with my grandpa, and is the way that we're going to memory them, their teaching, their values, the gathering, and also we're going to talk about all the things that I learned during the time that I shared with my departed loved one. So talk about them. It doesn't matter if you start to cry, if you start to feel sad. It's the way that we're going to complete our personal and family grieving process. Organize a memorial space of the deceased. This is important because you can create a little altar with flowers, with candles, essence, and photos. And also that will be the way if you can talk with them, and if you are walking around this altar, you can remember them, and also you can share a conversation, an experience, and also you can share a little prayer if you feel comfortable, or if you feel that you need to have that little conversation with them. This memorial space will be the great moment to share that personal experience, to feel them more closer. Say a heartfelt prayer for them. It doesn't matter if you don't have any specific belief, or even if you are a religious person, you can extend a prayer or even a good wish for your departed loved ones during this moment that you pass, or if you are walking away the altar, you can provide a special and great prayer for the departed loved ones. So it will be a connection through the spiritual way that you can see them, and also have this moment to commemorate their mindset, or even commemorate the way that they connect with you. Listen to the music that they love, or prepare their favorite food, or something that the departed loved ones love to do it when they were alive. It's something that we can do not only in these Christmas dates, you can do it during all the year. As a family, in a personal way, we always in Christmas, we prepare our traditional dessert here in Colombia, and during these dates my grandpa will be the one that more enjoyed that celebration. So when he departed, we complete that tradition. So always we prepare that special dessert during these dates, and we complete the tradition every year because it's the way that we can connect with him, and also with the joy that he felt during that celebration. So remember then with the music, with the favorite food, with the favorite activities, and do it as a family, and maybe as an individual, try to remember them and connect during this or through these special activities. Well, the final will be do their favorite activity. If something that we can complete as a legacy, complete it. Sometimes some departed loved ones have foundations or have some companies that maybe when they die, that foundation or companies stop it. Or if they have projects, or even if they provide some gifts or presents in these special days, you can complete that activity in honor of your departed loved ones. So try to remember and take into account some activities that your departed loved ones love to do, and also if you share that activities with your departed loved ones, complete it for you, for your family, and also for the legacy of our departed loved ones. And also for finish, we have our final slide. That is a phrase that we bring for you from the Bereavement Clinic and Loss, and is one way to honor their memory can be as simple as continuing with a food they ate, or keeping in mind how they enjoyed and like the holidays. It's the way that we can complete all the grieving cycle process, and also the way that we can celebrate and commemorate as the same way. It's important to accept that it's not only a celebration, it's the way that we're going to commemorate their lives, their mindset, their values, and also all the things that they gave us in life. For that reason, it's important to complete and accept this Christmas season with the way that we can commemorate day, and also accept the departure of our loved ones with joy and happiness. Also, remember that you have the benefit, without no additional charge, of counseling psychological sessions. And if you are passing for a grieving process, remember that you have this benefit, and you can contact us through our WhatsApp or email us if you would like to have this benefit. Remember, only for the members of Assure for Life. And if you are not member, you can follow us through our different social media ways that we have in internet, and also have access to our different conferences that we have open to all the people. Remember that we create all these spaces created for you, and also for be a part of this grieving process, but also for give you some keys to have a better quality of life. Thank you so much for sharing with me this space. We will waiting for you the next date. That will be December 6th, with our last conference of the year, that will be Myths and Facts of Senior Centers. So we will see you the next conference, and thank you so much for your time.